Today we're going to be adding 3-digit numbers using expanded notation. Ooh, but we're not going to be regrouping yet, okay? We're just going to learn how to add using expanded notation. Okay. And here's this little unicorn that says, I believe in you, because I believe in you. Okay. So the first thing I'm going to be doing is copying my number sentence down. So take out your own paper and pencil and copy this number sentence down on your paper. 242 plus 356 equals blank. Okay. And then something that's going to help me understand expanded notation is to do my sticks and dots on one side and my expanded notation on the other side so I can see how the two methods are kind of the same. So I'm going to split my paper in half and I'm going to do sticks and dots on this side and I'm going to do expanded notation on this side. Friends, you don't have to write these words down, okay? Just split your paper in half, but you don't have to write this or this. I'm just writing it down so you understand what Miss Kim is doing. Okie dokie. So now I see a number sentence. I know the first thing I need to do whenever I see a number sentence is label it. So I'm going to label it part, whole. What am I missing? I'm missing my whole. Okay, I'm missing my whole. That means I need to add. I know how to do this using sticks and dots already, so I'm going to set it up using sticks and dots first. So I'm going to draw my hundreds, tens, and my ones chart. Okay, 2 hundreds, 1, 2, check. 4 tens, 1, 2, 3, 4, check. And then 2 ones, 1, 2, check. 3 hundreds, 1, 2, 3, check. 5 tens, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, check. And then 6 ones, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Check. Now I'm going to set it up using expanded notation. So that's 242. How do I write 242 in expanded notation? I want you to try on your paper first. Try something. Okay. All right, time to check your work. I'm going to write 242 using expanded notation. So 242, when I write an expanded notation, that's when I write the value of each digit. The value of 2 is 200. The value of this 4 is 40 because it's in the tens place. So it's not just 4, it's 40. And the value of this 2 is just 2 because it's in the ones place. Okay, now I need to write the 356 in expanded notation right on the bottom. I'm going to let you try it first. So you try it first. Okay, let's check your work. So I'm going to write 356 in expanded notation. The value of 3 in 356 is 300. Plus the value of 5 in 356 is 50. Plus the value of 6 is just 6 because it's in the ones place. Then I'm going to draw a plus sign. Okay, so the first step was to set it up. So let me show you. The first thing I did, oops, let me move it closer. Can't really see in the video. Okay, so the first step was to set it up. I set it up in my sticks and dots, and I set it up in my expanded notation. Okay, my second step, I'm going to do my second step in green. My second step is to add ones first. I'm going to write this over here. My second step is to add. I have to add my ones place first. Let me count all my ones over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 ones. I'm going to do the same thing over here. I'm going to add my ones place first. My ones place is over here. 2 plus 6. So that's 6, 7, 8. 6 plus 2 equals 8. Oh my goodness. do you notice something that is the same about sticks and dots and expanded notation? What do you notice? Come on, think. Yeah, I noticed the same thing too. When you add the ones together over here, we had 8 ones, and when we added the ones together over here, we also had 8 ones. That's because in sticks and dots, we're adding 2 ones and 6 ones together, and that makes 8. In expanded notation, we're actually doing the same thing. We're adding 2 ones and 6 ones together to make 8. Okay, now I'm done adding my ones first. Now I'm going to add my tens next. Okay, let me count my tens over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oop, but I'm not just going to write 9. I'm going to write 9D because the value of 9 tens is 9D. Now time to do the same thing in expanded notation. Let me add my tens. 40 plus 50. Some friends like to count on like 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. Another thing you could do is, 40 is 4 tens, 50 is 5 tens, and then you can count on your fingers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 tens. The value of 9 tens is 9D. Oh my goodness, do you notice something? What do you notice, friends? That's right. In my tens place, when I added 4 tens and 5 tens together using my sticks and dots, I got 90. When I added my tens together in my expanded notation, I got the same thing. That's because in sticks and dots and expanded notation, we're adding 4 tens and 5 tens together to get 9 tens or 90. Okay, so I added my tens next. My last step is my hundreds. Okay, let me add my hundreds. I'll do my sticks and dots first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let me add my hundreds. 200 plus 300. That's 200s plus 300s. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hundreds. So I'm going to write 500. Okay, now over here, 500 plus, this is my last step, is to put it all together to find my total. So 500 plus 90 plus 8 equals 598. 500 plus 90 plus 8 equals 598. I'm going to put my answer back in the blank. Oh my goodness, when I solved using sticks and dots and when I solved using expanded notation, I got the same answer. Why did I get the same answer? You can tell a grown-up or you can tell Miss Kim right now in the video. Why did I get the same answer using sticks and dots and using expanded notation? Yes, you got it. I got the same answer because when I was using sticks and dots and when I was using expanded notation, I was adding 2 ones and 6 ones, and that gets 8. And over here using expanded notation, when I add 2 ones and 6 ones, I still get 8. When I added my 4 tens and my 5 tens together in sticks and dots, I got 90. When I add 4 tens and 5 tens together, I get 92 in expanded notation. And in my hundreds place, when I added 200s and 300s, I got 500. Same thing in expanded notation. When I added 200 and 300, I still got 500. There's something else that is similar about sticks and dots in expanded notation. Can you find where in the setup, when I set it up, what is so similar between sticks and dots and expanded notation? What is similar about these two? Yep, you got it. What's similar is that for sticks and dots and expanded notation, we had to show both numbers. So I had to show 242 up here. I showed 242 up here. I showed 356 down here. And I showed 356 down here. There's something, though, that is different. What is different about sticks and dots and expanded notation? It should be obvious. different? You got it. What's different is that in sticks and dots, we show the numbers with pictures, but with expanded notation, we actually show the numbers with the value of each digit. But both ways, we still add the ones first, then we add the tens, then we add the hundreds, okay? Miss Kim provided this visual in your Google Classroom, so you can download this picture if you need it for yourself, okay? All right, now I want you to try this one on your own, okay? 412 plus 353 equals, I believe in you. I know you can do it. I want to see you split your paper in half too, and I want you to show my sticks and dots, my flat sticks and dots, and my expanded notation on this side. I want you to do it just like Miss Kim did, where I set everything up first, set up flat sticks and dots, set up expanded notation, and then I added my ones first here, added my ones first here, added my tens next here, added my tens next here, added my hundreds next here, and added my hundreds next here, okay? I want you to try it on your own first. So press pause and solve it on your own paper, then press play when you're ready to see the answer. Are you ready? Only keep playing if you're ready to see the answer. Okay. So the first thing I'm going to do whenever I see a number sentence is to label it. So part, whole. I'm missing my whole. That means I need to add. I don't need to write a solution equation because this number sentence already tells me what to do. Now I'm going to set it up. That's my first step, to set it up. So let me show 412 using flat sticks and dots. It's 4 hundreds, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 10, boop, and 2 ones, 1, 2. Let me show it in expanded notation. The value of 4 in 412 is 400. The value of the 1 is 10 because the 1 is in the tens place. The value of 2 is just 2. Next, I'm going to show 353, so that's 3 hundreds, 5 tens, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 3 ones, 1, 2, 3. Next, I'm going to show the same number, 353, using expanded notation. So it's 300 plus 50 plus 3. And I'm going to put a plus sign so I know that I'm adding. Okay, the next step is to add my ones first. So I'm going to add my ones first over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5. I'm going to add my ones first over here. 2, 2 in my heart. 3, 4, 5. It's 5 over here. Good, it's the same so far. Next, my tens next. So I'm going to add my tens next. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The value of 6 tens is 60. Next, I'm going to add my tens over here. 10 plus 50, you can just know that that makes 60. If you need to use a finger trick, then the value of 10 is just 1 10, so I'm going to put 1 finger up. 50 is 5 tens, so I'm going to put 5 fingers up. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The value of 6 tens is 60. Okay, next I have to add my hundreds, so let me count my hundreds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Equals 765. Let me see over here. Oh, I put it all together already. Oops, let me do that over here. So I'm going to add my hundreds. 400 plus 300, that's 400s plus 300s. That makes 4, 5, 6, 7, 700. 700 plus 60 plus 5 makes 765. Good, I got the same answer. So let me put it back in the blank. Okay, are you ready to do more practice on your own? Do you want to see what animal Miss Kim drew on the next page? Let's see. Ta-da! It's a fox. Miss Kim tried to draw a fox, okay? And the fox is saying, you got this! So I want you to try questions 3, 4, and 5 on your own. So I'm gonna let you copy these questions. Let me try to lift it up. Okay. I want you to copy these questions on your paper. Solve it or press pause on the video. Then press play when you're ready to see the answers, okay? Don't forget to split your paper in half and show it in flat sticks and dots and expanded notation so you can check your work. Okie dokie? Okay. Are you ready? Only press play if you're ready to see the answers. Okay, I'm gonna move it. Okay, so the answer to question 3 was 885. Something that was tricky about this one is in 504, there's 0 tens, so you should have 0 tens over here, and a 0 in the tens place in expanded notation. Okay, the answer to question 4 was 589. Again, something that was tricky about this one is that there's 0 tens in 209, so you should have 0 tens over here, 0 tens over here. Then in 380, there's 0 ones, so you should have 0 ones over here and 0 ones over here in the expanded notation too. Okay, last one. Question 5, the answer to question 5 is 897. Something that could have been tricky for you is that in 116, there's only 110, so you should have only 110 over here. And the value of 110 is just 10, so in expanded notation, you should have written 10. Okay, ready for more practice? Ta-da! Ooh, and there's a lion, and the lion who looks very angry is saying, "Rawr, I'm trying to trick you." Okay, so don't get tricked by this lion. Oops, we can't see the full paper again, so let me see. Good, okay. So I want you to copy these 3 problems on your paper, or you can look at the Google form, like the Google Classroom, and it should have the same problems on there too. I want you to solve these on your own. Remember, the lion is trying to trick you for these. So don't get tricked. Okay, only press play when you're ready to see the answers. So press pause, solve it on your own, and do everything on your own, and then check your answers after you're done with questions 6, 7, and 8, okay? Are you ready? Okay, let's see. So Ms. Kim is going to show you how to solve questions 6, 7, and 8, okay? So for question 6, I'm going to label it whole, part, because it's a takeaway sign. I'm missing my whole. That means I need to? Yep, that means I need to add. Oh, but this number sentence is trying to trick me. Ooh, evil lion is trying to trick me. So I'm going to write a new number sentence that tells me what to do. I'm going to write a solution equation. So 374 plus 513, because those are my 2 parts, that's going to get me my whole. Okay, now I'm going to split my paper in half. My flat sticks and dots are going to be on this side. And my expanded notation is going to be on this side. So 374 is my first number. That's 3 hundredths. Check. 7 tenths. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Check. 4 ones. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let me write it over here. So that's, check, 300 plus 70 plus 4. Next number, 513. That's 5 hundredths. 110, boop, and 3 ones. 1, 2, 3. Check. Let me write that number in expanded notation. So the value of 5 is 500 plus the value of 110 is just 10. Plus 3 ones, that's just 3. Put a plus sign so I know I'm adding. Next, I'm going to add my ones first. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Plus, let me add my ones first over here. 4 plus 3 is 7. Then let me add my tens. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. The value of 8 tenths is 80. Let me add my tens over here. 70 plus 10, you can just know that it's 80, or you can use the finger trick. So 70 is 7 tenths. 10 is just 1 10. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 tenths. The value of 8 tens is 80. Last is my hundreds. Okay, so now let me count my hundreds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 800. Let me add my hundreds over here. 300 plus 500. So 300s plus 500s is 5, 6, 7, 8. 800s is 800. Okay, now my last step is to put it all together. So 800 plus 80 plus 7 makes 887. 800 plus 80 plus 7 makes 887. Let me put my answer back in my blank. Boom, done. Okay, if you got question 6 incorrect because you forgot to write a solution equation, I want you to do question 7 and 8 again on your own first, okay? Only press play when you're ready to check your answers. Are you ready? Are you ready? Boom! The answer to question 7 is 776. And the answer to question 8 is 868. If you did not get them correct, check your solution equation. Maybe you got your solution equation wrong. Or maybe for question 7, you forgot that there's 0 tens. So you should only have 0 tens over here. 0 tens over here. Maybe for question 8, for 716, there's only 1 10. And the value of 1 10 is 10. So maybe check those places. That's the place where you could have gotten it incorrect. Are you ready for more practice? Of course you are. Ta-da! Here's another page of practice, but this time I included, give me a second. I included a bonus one, okay? So let me show you the whole paper. So what I want you to do is I want you to copy these papers down or go into the Google Classroom and check the Google Classroom for the problems. The same problems will be on Google Classroom. Copy these questions down and then show all of your thinking on your paper. The bonus is kind of tricky, but I really believe in you. I want to see who can do that one. I'm not going to show you the answers on this video. I will only show you the answers if you show me your work first. So you can submit your answers on Google Classroom, or you can have your grown-up take a picture of your paper and send it to Ms. Kim.